So, our last speaker tonight is Victor Cataldi, and yeah, I told him that I won't steal his speech. So, yeah, he will tell us 5 things to know before discussing the price. The stage is yours.
Thank you. So hi everyone, I'm Victor Cataldi. I've been working in B2B sales for the past 5 years, and started off in industrial automation, so consulting with engineers mostly across Hungary, and then just recently, last year, I moved into the software as a sales market, and it's awesome, but B2B always. And the reason this is important really, or the one thing that this will help you do is stop losing sales. So just for a brief moment, who's working in business? Hands up. And who's in sales? Okay, so it will be useful for a couple of people at least. And also if you're like a purchaser, you would see what the other side is doing to take all your money, because we're all bad people. So yeah, but this will help you stop losing sales. And the reason this is important, crucially, is because according to HubSpot statistics, almost 6 out of 10 people want to talk about the price in the first meeting. Meetings being 30 to 45 minutes. You have 30 to 45 minutes to get the 5 information that you will need to have a shot at closing sales. I said losing because I'm like a natural loser. I used to suck at sales. And the way that worked is I was barely meeting my margins. So barely meeting my targets. I was doing 70 to 90% target achievement. My commission was low, I missed my first promotion, and after having enough of that and learning from experience, I went up to having consistent 160 to 200% target achievements month after month. That's been 1 year. And hopefully this model that I've been working with will help you as well to achieve your targets. So let's start, which are the 5 things that you start with. When you're just starting off with sales, I mean, you're very nervous. I know I was. I was just scared, so I focused on one thing, just helping the customer. What's that? Talk about the specs. What do you need? And how can I do it? I knew my portfolio, I knew how to sell those products, but the spec was the only thing I focused on. What happened? It felt actually like wandering in the dark. Sometimes you would win sales, but for the most time, you would lose them. Whenever you win, you would just spend a bunch of time actually doing the installations or just making it work. And at the end, you ask yourself, was it all worth it? Was it all worth that tiny piece of margin? For the rest of the time, you lose. You don't know why. If they tell you, it's because competitor was cheaper. Okay, but why? How did they solve it? No answer. Or they solved it somehow else, but it won't work. So I wanted some more situational context. Next thing I started asking was the situation. Where they are now, what they're using, what problems are they facing, and what's the business impact behind that? Because that's going to give you the ROI. So let's say I had a customer and said, Victor, we have this problem, we have to solve it now. One more time this problem comes up, and we're going to lose 1 million euros. That's what he said. And I was like, okay, I have solution A here. I know I can solve it with this. I've tested it, it works. Option B, cheaper, safer bet to win, but I mean, I don't want to risk wanting to take it all back with a credit note. So I went with the option A and lost to competition because even though they had the business benefits, this hasn't been budgeted in the pre-year budgeting. So they didn't have actually the money. So then I started looking into the competition because, of course, I'm going to learn from my mistakes and not wanting to do that again. After I had the competition down, I knew what they had to give it to the customers. I knew for each account which competitors I can encounter because usually they had preferred suppliers. And I felt like no one would stop me. Like, why would they? But turns out, like, I had this one customer came up to me with a really good idea. I loved it. The competition couldn't solve it. Yay! And I was working on it for 6 months. Really difficult, really expensive. I was like, So what happened then after 6 months, I was told that the guy I was talking to wasn't really the decision maker. In fact, like his department wasn't even remotely connected to the budget. It was a completely different guy right here. Fortunately, I was like, yeah, I know the manager there, so this is all going to work out smoothly. I went to him, hey, let's call him Chris. Hey Chris, look, when do you have time to meet? Awesome. Here, went to meet him. Hey Chris, I know you have this problem. We have the solution. This is going to be your ROI. We good? What do you buy? And he said, oh, Victor, actually, if we do this, it's going to cause us more headaches than it solves. So we're really not behind this project. But if you had come up to me 6 months earlier, you wouldn't have to work for 6 months. I was like, shit. So then I started going to stakeholders. And there are 5 stakeholder types, which I learned you actually must have. Technical decision maker, financial decision maker, coaches. Coaches, of course, are people who back you up, who love your products, who love you, and who are going to do the work for you. Sell it in-house. That's the best thing. You have your users who can sabotage you if they don't like your products, so you have to be very good, related very good to them. And then you have the project manager who will do the whole thing, and they have completely different incentives. So you have to get all the 5 people behind you. And once I did this, I was like, hell yeah, it's gonna work out. It was end of year. I was really searching for like just final good stuff, and I had all these stakeholders in house. They were all behind me. Like, hell yeah, okay. So when can you buy? Like, we can go right now. And by the time that we got to the decision to buy, the budget was gone. End of year budget. Someone had to spend it, otherwise they cannot ask for the amount of budget again. And so I lost it because another team of engineers bought something else. And so the project was stalled for an entire year until they could request budget again, where we were time. So then I said, I'm not going to make this mistake again. What else do we need? Like, even if all are in favor, you will need to define deadlines. Deadlines, key milestones, when do you need to do what in order to really win the sales? 5 things, yeah? Like I said, you need 5 things and it's all going to be great. So once I had this down, I was talking to a customer. He said that, hey Victor, we really need this piece of equipment. I was in industrial automation, so working with production lines. He was like, Victor, this technology we used for 10 years, now it's broken and we don't have a backup in the factory or the what's it called, warehouse. We really need this. Just please ship it, and I'll take care of the purchase. Don't worry, just please make it be here tomorrow. And so send it with UPS, expedited shipping, and it was there the next day. That was a small problem. Even though you need 5 main things, the purchaser didn't want to sign the note. And the reason was that I should have had to wait for an official purchase order. And I didn't really. So I was told that, hey, Victor, I know we need this, I know we're losing money, but you have to take it back, otherwise it doesn't conform to company processes. And there I was, I had to actually physically go there because there was no way for us to make a return shipment unless we hand it over to UPS. So went there, went back to the office, sent it to UPS, back to the German warehouse. By that time, I got the PO. So a week went by, shipped it back, expedited shipping. I don't even think it was worth it because it was a really low margin product. But anyway, they got it. They lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of time, and it didn't work out. So even though like, you're sitting there saying, hey Victor, I know you said 5 things. Like, this is 6, learn to count. Like, first grade. But yeah, 5 plus 1 still works out. You need specifications down, situation, your competition, know your stakeholders, when they want it, and how to get it. Processes tie into all of these. And to reach that, you actually need good account management. You won't be able to do it for everyone. Only your key clients who are going to be spending a lot of money and repeatedly, month after month, year after year. That's why you can afford to learn everything, but trust me, it's worth it. And as a takeaway point, I would say the one key information that you should take away from this presentation is without information, you'll either overprice or underprice your offerings. Underprice them and you won't reach your targets. Overprice them and you won't even have a chance to reach your targets. Thank you.